Corey Vedvik now set to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the... The 37.
The Charger ball carrier. That's it. Big hit. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 30.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
I'm going to come back to you.
Gordon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. He's got his man. It's Williams. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, Chargers.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Down, 50, plant, pilot, 64, weak.
Here we go, again. Lock 59.
Third down, they'll throw with stick. It's Williams on the catch. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
90 Wolf. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Ready?
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Gordon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Running on 1st down, Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson options out. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Stick looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it'll be second and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now Eckler. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Stick looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try it.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge in your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw is Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
18 seconds. Here we go.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Going deep here for Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On 3rd down, it's Stick. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice
touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 78 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Safe. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Adam Humphries. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stick back to pass. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun throw for Stick. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
A gain of 14.
80 weapons. Hey, echo. 5.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tim Williams coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Stick. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Bravo. Let's go. Ready?
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Let's go now. Give me the flag. Check, get the nose.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the floor.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, it's Gordon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson throwing again. He gets it to Humphreys. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
That's good for Baltimore.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, his second touchdown on the season, and the Ravens get a bit closer.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. The 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for L.A. 64 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Badgley's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Humphreys. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for our visitors, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your poster, pop in your project. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the fly the field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, this way, right before the deal.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears. I will not